Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, everybody, I'm late, but I am now here. I am live. And I see a whole bunch of chat going on there. And I'll admit, I was kind of watching you guys chat as I was driving home as quickly as I possibly could. I got caught up. I'll tell you about that here in a second. Let me get my laptop fired up so I can monitor the chat a little bit better. Thought I was late. Sorry for the help. Okay, we got Bibby Bobcat, we got Dunderhead, we got Cardinals fan, we got Chuck, we got Donald, we got the usual crew. That's great. Let me get this going. So, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on, you probably hear it in my voice. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I'm getting over the flu, and we'll just leave it at that. It's the flu. I don't know if it's anything beyond that, but I'm going to call it the flu. And so I've been literally cooped up in the house for 2 weeks. I've not been out of the house in 2 weeks. So I thought, well, it was about an hour ago, and I said, let me run up to the Walgreens real quick and see if they've got any Fairfields. I've already got these boxes, but I want to have enough on hand for future videos. So I said, well, I got an hour to kill. So I ran up to Walgreens up the street real quick. They had nothing. I'm like, okay, I've got a few more minutes. Let me run up to the Goodwill store, because sometimes they sell cards as well. And, hey, Frank. I'm feeling a lot better. I sound miserable, but I'm feeling a lot better. So I went to the Goodwill store, ran in there real quick. They had nothing. It's like, okay, well, there's another Walgreens down the road a ways, a couple miles down. So I said, well, let me check out that Walgreens real quick. So I went to that Walgreens. Guess what? Nothing. I'm like, well, literally a half mile down from there is a Target. So I said, well, let me check out Target real quick and see if they've got any sports cards. I go to Target, nothing. So now it's like 2:45. I'm like, okay, I got 15 minutes. I got to head home. Well, on the way home is the Walmart. So I thought, well, I'm already late as it is. I might as well check out Walmart. So I went into Walmart. Guess what? They had absolutely nothing. So I raced home as quick as I can, and so here we are. So, everyone put put a mask over your speaker so any sound coming out that's coming from my voice won't contaminate you. Chuck's wearing 2 masks. All right, good deal. Let me see. Let me get this going. So here's the deal. I've got a couple Fairfield boxes, but I've also got, you may have seen it in my little preview picture, I've got an enormous box from Left Behind. I was kind of hoping he'd be here today, but that's okay. He can watch the replay. But nonetheless, we're going to go through that at the end. But it's going to be a while. So what I was going to ask you guys, I'm not going to open up both of these only because Left Behind's box is going to take a while. So if I could get a vote for you guys want the 80 card pack or the 100 card pack? And then we'll get into Left Behind's box. So it's either one or the other. So I need you guys to say either 80 or 100. And whoever votes the most will go with that one. Hey, FJ. Okay, FJ says the 100. Chuck says the 100. Oh, 80. Okay, then 100. Looks like 100's up 2-1. No more Matt Noakes. You never know with the Fairfields. Cardinals fans, it looks like it's going to be the 100 box. Okay. I think even if somebody else votes for the 80, you're going to get outnumbered. So we'll do the 80 another day. Maybe we'll do that next week. And since I couldn't find any Fairfields today at the store, I forgot to tell you the best part, guys. So I literally, as I was not too far from the house, around the corner, I texted Chuck, and I let him know that, I'm driving. I'll be there in a few minutes. And so at least he was able to let you guys know. So I come screaming around the corner onto my street, and right as I'm pulling up to my house, one of those Amazon Prime delivery vans pulls up right in front of my house, not to deliver to my house, but to deliver to my neighbor, but he parked right in front of my driveway. So I had to sit there for like 3 minutes watching him get out, walk up to my neighbor's door, deliver the package, and he's just moseying around, taking his time, and I'm like, I almost honked at him like, hurry up, dude, I got things to do. But anyway, it all worked out in the end. And Donald wants me to open up the 1,000 box. Well, that's coming, Donald. That may be Left Behind's box, quite possibly. So, God has a sense of humor, and he no doubt knows that I was rushing to get in here as quick as I could, so he timed it just so that Amazon van would be literally 7 seconds before I got home. And he pulled in and blocked me, so I had to wait. But anyway, I kept my cool. Dunderhead. SSP, if I call you SSP, just go with it, because it's what I know you as. But who is Matt Noakes? Matt Noakes is our arch enemy in these channels. So, anyway, man, it's good to be live again. I skipped last week altogether because of my illness. So here we are this week. You can't make that stuff up, Frank, because the whole way I'm driving home, I'm praying, Lord, give me all the green lights, no traffic, no pedestrian, just keep the road clear. And he did a great job for me. Literally, every stoplight I got to was turning green right when I got there. I never had to stop until I got to the house. And my driveway was blocked. So, okay, I'll probably call you SSP. But Dunderhead is kind of funny. He's a legend. So, all right. So here again, guys. I need to take my breath here. I literally ran in the house, ran up the stairs, and threw my phone on the tripod and hit start. So I need to take a breather. Another swig of water. By the way, I'm drinking my water out of my koozie covered water bottle. This is actually a pretty cool cover. You can get this from Ethan on his channel. That's right, Frank. Hey, Frank, that's funny you mentioned that. Have you seen the new commercial? I forget what it's for, but it brought in the old actors from that movie. And they were now the parents, and their kids were trying to steal the car out of the driveway. And anyway, it's kind of funny. I forget what the commercial was for. It's probably Geico or one of those insurance commercials. Chuck, you're right. You're right. I failed to ask for a clear driveway. I just prayed for safe travels to the house, but I didn't go beyond the sidewalk. So, yeah. Okay, you've seen that. Yeah, it's pretty good, Frank. It's pretty funny. Cardinals fan. What are those? Oh, water glasses. Looks like. Cool. All right, so we got 6 thumbs up. We got 8 watching. We'll go ahead and get into this, and then hopefully more people will trickle in by the time we get to Left Behind's box. And he contacted me when he was putting together the second box because he knows how big a hit the first box was. And, we called those Karefields. And so when he decided to send me another box, he called it the Karefields Series 2. Indicating that the first one was Series 1 and now we're up to Series 2, which means there may be an update somewhere in the works as well. So that'd be pretty cool. And I just want to let you all know, first of all, this is a new 2020, February 11th of 2020. He does have a great sense of humor. And it was a good test because I so badly wanted to honk my horn and yell at the guy. But he did absolutely nothing wrong. He was just doing his job. It's just the timing was funny. What was I going to say? Oh, so this morning, Donald, in his Fairfield Fun Friday, opened a Fairfield. And I'll tell you, from my perspective, it was fun to watch a Fairfield being opened. I spent so much time opening them, I forget how much fun it is to actually watch. So that kind of encouraged me to think you guys might actually enjoy watching me open these because I'm on the other end of the spectrum, so to speak. So, all right, let's see. The middle pack is going to be something different than what we're usually. Oh, okay. Upper Deck 92. I've gotten these in the past, but it has been a while. So we'll set that right there for our halftime. We'll open up the top half second. And let me clear these cards. I've got a couple Padre cards here just for display, but these just happen to be bazooka bags. So I am working on the bazooka backs for the Diamondbacks, and I'll keep you guys apprised of the progress on that. I've got some packages coming in this week, actually, and I don't know if I'm going to work on the bazooka backs for the Padres, only because you know who is in there, Tatis Jr., and that ain't going to be cheap. So I may just hold off on doing the Padres bazooka backs and stick with the D-backs. God smiles with Matt Noakes. Oh my goodness. I did not intend for my first video back to be so rushed, but we'll get settled in here. Let's see, we'll set these up for our hits. Are any pertinent cards? I don't see any thick cards, which would indicate a relic, but we could still get a chance for an auto. All right, so let's see. Boom, Cardinals fan, there you go. There's your Whitey Herzog manager card. We got Mauro Gazzo for the Indians. Pat Tabler for the Mets. We got Joe Bover for the Phillies. In the relish cards, Paul Merrick for the Braves. You got Dan Melendez for, what team is that? Looks like it's a college card. He's with Pepperdine. Pepperdine University. Bob Melendez, or Dan Melendez. Don't know if he amounted to much. It's not very often you see a professional baseball card with a guy holding a metal Easton bat, is it? That's what I used to play with when I played ball. Never graduated up to the wooden bats. Never got that good. I don't know. Is Herzog in the Hall of Fame? Bibby says yes, so boom. I guess we started out the batch with a Hall of Famer. Good deal. I just had to take my watch off because I kept banging the desk and it was kind of annoying. Alrighty, we got a Scott Fletcher for the Brewers. Looks like another... oh my goodness, check this out. My alma mater. Billy Owens playing for, I can see the Ona, which I know is from Arizona, but you can see a little bit of on the helmet, the red, white, and blue A. So, sure enough, there it is, Arizona. U of A, bear down. Oh, look, nice picture of his hat there. University of Arizona out of Tucson, Arizona. Look at the Wildcat there on his sleeve. True story. And I'm going to set that aside as a novelty card. My dad grew up in Tucson, so naturally we grew up as Arizona Wildcat fans before I even was a Wildcat. And my dad made it a point to teach me and my younger two sisters, when they got to the age, the first song I ever learned in my life was the fight song for Arizona. So there you go. That's my claim to fame. Is my very first song I could sing was Bear Down, Arizona. And no, I'm not going to sing it for you. Oklahoma State, we got Richie Moody. We got Ozzie Guillen. Ozzie Guillen. Is he a Hall of Famer, guys? He's with Baltimore there. Let me know if he is, and I'll move him out of the stack. There we got Dave Valle, Donald, Seattle Mariners. Didn't you say he's an announcer now for your all's ball games? David Valle. Nope, he's not? Okay. Thanks for checking. We got Pat Borders with the Toronto Blue Jays. Mariano Duncan with the Reds, and no, we are not related. John Candelaria for the Twins. Jimmy Key for the Blue Jays. He was good but not great. Gotcha. Bibby, we were talking about Ozzie Guillen. Ozzie Guillen. There's Chet Lemon. Hey, Fox Bama. Kevin, I sent some of your PC light. Oh, nice, Cardinals fan. Thank you for that. I will look forward to that and open it in the live stream. That would be awesome. So appreciate that. That'll be cool. We got Mike Devereaux for the Atlanta Braves. I know we got some Braves fans in here. We got Rusty Greer for the Angels. What? Let's see. These are Donruss. What cards are these? Donruss 95s. I kind of like that design. It's got that silver stamp at the bottom. You're just work night shift now at the hospital, but you're off for the weekend. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you must know all about these protocols and wearing a mask and all that. I can only imagine what it's like working at a hospital right now. I just actually found out word that one of our parishioners from church fell. She's an elderly woman, just fell this morning and broke her hip. And so she's in the hospital now, and I need to go check on her, and I'm not sure what the protocols are as far as visitation goes. She's got family, so it's not like I need to go see her, but I would love to go visit with her. I just don't know with the whole COVID thing if that's even a possibility. Here's the mustard card, Joe Ursulak for the Orioles. SSP's at work. Still working the night shift there, huh? SSP. Good WBU, man. WBU. Kevin Seitzer for the Royals. We got Ramon. I guess it's probably Manon, but you almost want to say Ramon Manon. Can we call him Ramon Manon? I'm sure that's not correct. Yeah, there's Ellis Burks for the Red Sox. Shout out to Ethan. There's Walt Terrell for the Tigers. A bunch of these tops 40. I think these are 91 tops, actually. Mark. Nice. Mark Grace for the Cubbies. Sorry, Chuck. Oh, man, look at that. It was a gum card, too. That stinks. The Mark Grace ended up being a gum card out of a Topps 91 pack. But I know you're a Mark Grace fan there, Chuck. I know you're not a Cubs fan, but that's okay. He's not with the Cubs anymore. Then we got Jose De Leon for the Cardinals. 94. Oh, in 94, Classic Cards moved from Atlanta. President came into my store and sold me all their unopened. No kidding. Oh, my goodness. 3 pallets? Wow, oh my goodness. Hey Bibby, I didn't know you owned a store. You own a card store? That's cool. I did not know that about you. Tom Pagnozzi for the Cardinals. Gary Pettis for the Padres. We got Nigel Wilson for the Marlins. Yeah, I bet you do, Chuck. Gerald Clark for another Padre. Joe Johnson for the Blue Jays. Ian Kinsler with the Rangers. He ended up in the Padres eventually. This is one of those Derek Jeter Says cards. Did Derek actually have to quote for these cards? Did he actually have to give little opinions? I guess Derek would have had to know everybody. What if it was a Derek Jeter Says card and it says, I don't know this guy? Lee Gutterman with the Cardinals. A lot of Cardinals cards here. Here's a checklist. Let's see. Oh, boom. Check it out. Tony Gwynn. Just happened to catch that. Tony Gwynn. But we're looking for Gary Carter to send to Steve from Carter's Kids. I don't see it on that side. Another Tony Gwynn. That's cool. Oh, look, Gary Carter. There we go. Boom. Gary Carter, 602. Gary Carter, right there. So this is going to end up heading toward Steve. Number 80. Well, he's 602 on this one. This is 87 tops. Maybe it's a special card, because like I said, there's 2 Tony Gwynns, so maybe there is another Gary Carter. But anyway, I know he'll appreciate that. Gary Carter checklists are famous. I know, aren't they? They are now. Rick Aguilera for the Twins. There's Frank Tanana for the Angels. Roy Oswalt for the Astros Stadium Club. Okay, All-Star card, gotcha. Base is 80. Still a Gary, that's right. That's amazing, Frank, that you know that. I would have expected Steve to know that, but not you. We got Billy Hathaway. Is that Billy or? It looks like Hilly. It is. I've never heard of Hilly Bathaway. That's an interesting first name. It went good. I'm very tired. Traded more than sold. Got your care package coming your way. 12. Oh, you must be answering to... Oh, you went to a card show. That's cool. That's right. I think he made a mention of that in his stream this morning. This is an odd checklist. This is like almost on copy paper. It's so thin. The 2003 Splendid Splinters MLB checklist from the Splendid Fleer Splinters. Okay. That's a very strange card. I mean, this thing is just like paper thin. Well, I guess I ought to check and see if old Gary's on there. Well, he wouldn't have been playing in 03, would he? Probably not. I don't even know why I'm looking. Pat Hengen for the Blue Jays. Otis Nixon for the Braves. Kevin, it's going to sound weird, but I know the 87 top set better than I know my kids. He collected 5. Wow. 87. I would have to say that 86 and 87 were the majority of my cards back in the day, because those are the years I started collecting. So I would say that, 86 probably more than 87, but I had a ton of 87 as well. Okay, take care, Fox family. Thanks for jumping in, bud. Good to see you. Jeffrey Hammonds for the Brewers. Got Hubie Brooks for the Expos. Lyle Mountain for the Yankees. Always the Yankees' top prospect. We got Frank Castillo for the Cubbies. There's Mark Wagner for the Rangers. That's an old 82, I think. Yep, 82. Spike Owen for the Yankees. Here's an original 85 O-Pee-Chee, Buddy Bell, Rangers card. SSP says, proud of Freddie Freeman. He deserved it. Oh, SSP just dropped the hammer on you there, Donald. Because Kyle Lewis got the title, so I guess old Dunderhead wanted and I can see that. I can understand that. There's Steve Crawford for the Red Sox. Kirk McCaskill for the Angels. Roy Oswalt for the Astros. And Charlie Lebrant for the Royals. So we had some fun there. Nothing outstanding, but definitely fun. Hey, Steve. Your ears must have been ringing, buddy. We were just talking about you. Okay, everybody give Steve a chance here. Steve, What is the Gary Carter All-Star card in 87 tops? What's the card number? I'll give you a few minutes to stew over that. The 87 tops Carter All-Star card. Steve says 602. My goodness. You guys are blowing me away. Frank, do you see that? The reason I asked, Steve, is we just pulled this, and this is going to go in your pile. But number 602, Gary Carter. How do you guys know this stuff? I mean, I'm a D-backs fan and Padres, but I don't know a single card number. Well, I do know Tony Gwynn's rookie is 482 out of the 83 tops. So I guess, you know what? I retract that statement. If it's your PC, you're going to know the card numbers. I'm actually more impressed that Frank knew it than Steve. Okay. Wow. You guys are awesome. Here we go with the 92 Upper Deck. Is there a series on this? I don't see a Series 1 or Series 2. All right, we got Glenn Davis with the Orioles. Hensley Mullins for the Yankees. Anthony Young for the Mets. We got some Mets fans in here. Dan Plesac for the Brewers. Marquise Grissom for the Expos. Typical Upper Deck, all over the place here. Oh, there we go. Robin Yount for the Brewers. Hall of Famer Robin Yount. Set that aside. Kevin Elster for the Mets. Boom! Jose Canseco. Look at that. Like a triple action shot there. We'll set that in the novelty pile. Another Jose Lind for the Pirates. My goodness, how many Jose's are there in a row? We got Jose Canseco, Jose Lind, Jose Uribe. Back to back to back. Jose's. Is that a collation thing, or is that just coincidence? Hey, Ryan Sandberg for the Cubbies. Nice. And we got a Sean Dunston for the Cubs. Yep, Hall of Famer. You right about that. Gary and Dwight. Is that Gary Pettis and Dwight Gooden? Oh, Gary Sheffield. Sorry. Sheffield and Gooden. Gary and Dwight. Rookie card. Hey. Oh, Bloodlines. Wait, Bloodlines. They're related? Hey, did you guys know that? Dwight Gooden and Gary Sheffield are apparently uncle and nephew. I did not know that. Oh, okay, yep, Sheffield is his uncle. Steve knew it. And we got a Tigers team card here with Cecil Fielder on the front. No, Chuck, sorry. The card said it's his uncle and nephew. And there's the Ted Williams insert card. This is number 36 out of 36. Alrighty. Actually, we pulled some decent cards out of that one. But I think it's interesting we got 3 Jose's in a row. That was odd. Alright, so here's the other half. I'm looking for any thick cards. Again, I don't see any, but there may be an auto in there somewhere hiding. So we'll get right into it. We got Max Kepler for the Twins. Stan Belinda for the Pirates. Pat Pisnarski. Frank, you know the number on that one? Tim Pisnarski. I don't expect you to know that. Oh, there's another 87 coming up here in a second. There's Dennis Martinez for the Expos. Frank, are you serious? My goodness. All right. Okay, Brett Saberhagen. There's a popular name, Brett Saberhagen. I'm not even going to turn the card over. Brett Saberhagen, Frank, you're on the clock. I'll turn it over when you guess. Jeff Hiron for the Blue Jays. Willie Wilson for the Royals. We're testing out Frank's memory here. Brett Saberhagen. Frank says 135, and he did not Google it. Brett Saberhagen is 140. That's not bad, Frank. You're only off by 5. That's still very impressive. But my goodness. Don Carmen for the Phillies. There's Rick Shue for the Phillies. Francisco Olivares for the Giants. Kent Urbeck for the Twins. Okay, there you go. There's another one. Lance McCullers. Yep, Donald says plus or minus 5. I agree, Donald. I agree. You know what? I forgot to pull that Pisnarski card out and put him in my Padre pile. Lance, you have no idea. Okay. 559. At least you're honest on that one. But Tim Pisnarski, that blew me away. Check this out. In 79, Pete Broberg. Oh, what I'd give to get an Ozzie Smith right there on that one. Wouldn't it be cool? Candy Maldonado for the Giants. There's a Lance Parrish All-Star card. Stars and semi-stars, you know. Okay, well, Frank, there's your star, Lance Parrish. You're on the clock. There's Tug McGraw. That's Ted McGraw's dad. Kevin Reimer for the Rangers. Pedro Guerrero for the Cardinals. Rick Sutcliffe for the Cubs. Nick Asaski for the Reds. 403. No, 613. Sorry. Oh, that's good, Steve. You know, Steve, this morning in Donald's stream, Donald's doing the same thing now. He's doing a Fairfield Friday Fun, he calls it, which is really awesome, and I'm glad he's doing it. He opened up a box of Fairfields this morning, and I have not seen a box of Fairfields opened by anybody else in, like, forever. And you're right, it's fun. It's just because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what make, what year. You just have no clue. So, thanks for making that comment, because I agree with you 100%. Bob Boone for the Angels. Kent Gerhardt for the Orioles. There he is. Frank was thinking of a different year. That's funny. Tim McGraw. What did I say? Ted? I said Ted McGraw, didn't I? Tim McGraw. You're right. I don't know why I said that. John says you got to be crazy to be a moderator in here. Yeah, you do. I think everybody in here will attest to that fact. And John, you are as crazy as the best of us. Chuck, if you're watching. Bob Walk. So here's my take on this guy. I've always made the comment how I love his name being Walk for pitcher, right? Bob Walk. Well, check this out. What's another way of saying walk in baseball? Base on balls, right? B-O-B. Well, his name is B-O-B Walk. So base on balls, walk. And he's a pitcher. I think that's just classic. Oh, okay, Frank, take care. That was fun, man. I appreciate you doing that. That was very impressive. Very impressive. Rick Honeycutt for the Athletics. There's Ken Howell for the Dodgers. Don Paul, there you go, Chuck. I forget, Chuck, what you would say about him. You know what that sounds like to me? No, man, that sounds like irony. That says a staple of my child. Apparently so, Frank. Don Paul. Chuck, let me know what you know about this guy. I forget what you used to say about Don Paul. John Cangelosi. 87 tops for the White Sox. Oh, that's right, Pope. Don Paul, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. Dwayne Henry for the Braves. Bob Kipper for the Pirates. Here's Sandy Alomar Gold Cup card. That's pretty good. Looks like we're probably not going to get a hit out of this box as far as auto or anything goes. There's Ben Grieve for the Marlins. Joel Skinner for the Indians. Mike Young for the Orioles. Kent Urbeck. There's Jay Howell for the Dodgers. I'm going to set that aside only because he does TTM, and that may be a possibility in the future. Paul Noki, I'm not sure. I like how they got the double emblem thing going on there. Scott Fletcher for the Rangers. Vicente Palacios for the Pirates. There's Jay Tibbs for the Orioles. Rick Sutcliffe. Oop, my pile's falling over here. Rick Sutcliffe for the Cubs. Tom Browning for the Reds. Tom Pagnozzi for the Cardinals. Jeff Robinson for the Tigers. Wally Backman for the Mets. Darren Dalton for the Phillies. Brian Mueller for the Tigers. There's a relish card for Clay Parker for the Tigers. A few more to go and we're done. We got Felix Fermin for the Indians. Danny Jackson for the Royals. And who do we finish off with? Another base on balls walk. Now that, actually, I've not seen that Bob Walk card before, so that's something new. That's a 93 score card. Interesting. Bob Walk. All right. So I need to make room. In fact, I got to clear a lot of stuff off here for that box from Left Behind. It's going to take up the whole space here. Okay, Donald. Tell her I said hello. Tell her I said hi. Boo, Bob Walk. Why do you say boo? Obviously not a fan, I see. All right, let me set this aside. And we'll set our novelty cards aside as well. We need more Matt Noakes and Eric Plunk. Well, you never know what Left Behind sent here in this big box. All right. Let me set these as far back as I can get them. Guys, I'm not sure if this box is going to fit on my desk along with where the camera's positioned, so I may have to kind of open off to the side and just kind of bring things into view here. But my goodness. 12 pounds, it says. This weighs 12 pounds. John Wathan. Yeah, John Wathan is to Eric Jabs as Matt Noakes is to me. So, or Bob Walk, I guess you could say as well. He's just like the arch nemesis that just keeps appearing. Nothing wrong with the guy. They keep showing up. So, this box is ginormous. More Benito. That's right, Jason. I have not gotten Benito Santiago in a while, actually. Hey, TC Thunder. Good to see you. Got 13 watching. Hey, I appreciate it. We got 10 thumbs up so far. Oh, we're up to 15 now. So if I could get there's maybe 5 of you out there that have not given a thumbs up yet, I would appreciate that. That would be awesome. Jody Reed. I don't know that name. And John's here for the Bernard Gilkeys. Well, John, don't hold your breath. Bibby's going for the Brad Comisk. All right. Every collection has a Brad in it. Okay. Now, I love what Left Behind did here. He put, I don't know if it's going to show up, the blue tape authenticated. I don't know if that's all going to show up. This package has been officially blue tape authenticated. So it is official. There is blue tape. In fact, I'd add my own blue tape up here in the corner to cover up addresses and whatnot. But this is an official blue tape authenticated box. Oh my goodness, this thing is heavy. FJ to Kang is back. Didn't know you were gone, but I'm glad you're back. All right, I got to break out my handy-dandy knife here that I got on my trip up to Seattle. We stopped in a little town called Leavenworth, Washington. If you guys are ever up in the Washington area, this is a great little town. It's a German town, and it is a lot of fun. My wife and I had a good time there. Thanks again to Donald for recommending it to us. So you guys probably see Donald's knife. It's got his name on it. Well, I got one that says Kevin on it. Okay, Jason. Thanks again for jumping in, buddy. I heard only hoodlums live. That's up in the northwest corner, John. Yes, all the hoodlums live up Seattle, just north of Seattle. That's where all your troublemakers are, Donald. All right, so let me attack this tape with this handy-dandy knife. This box, guys, arrived almost 2 weeks ago. And because I skipped last week's live stream, I've been staring at this box for 2 weeks, just dying to get into it. So, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you guys don't do YouTube videos, you don't know what patience is all about. Because everything you get in the mail, you want to rip into it right away. But if you got a live stream, you got to wait. Okay. We're making progress. Hey, Duran, how you doing? You shortened your name. Okay. No. I used to get a lot of Benito Santiago cards, but I knew him for a very brief moment in my life. He used to come down to my hometown during spring training, and I got to hang out with him one afternoon, so that was pretty cool. So, but no, not a huge fan per se. Okay, man, I think he put like 4 layers of tape on here. I don't want to cut too deep. You don't know what's down there. We're going to lose our blue tape. Okay, I'm going to break this seal by cutting that blue tape authenticated label. All right. Blue tape certified. You're right. What'd I miss? And in a White House. Please send Kevin Benito's. Well, you don't have to. Yes, FJ, Donald, FJ. Now you guys have been formally met. Kevin, open the box. I'm getting there, Cardinals fan. Sorry. I know. I'm procrastinating. Okay. I'm going to have to slide this over and just pull things out one at a time. Okay. A couple papers, just for wrapping. Oh my goodness, check this out. There's a nice little cover letter here. Whoops, sorry. Karefields, what to look for. In a Karefield box, you can look for rookies, Hall of Famers, stars, PC players, autos, relics, and much more. This product also features cards your YouTube viewers may like, so please grip and rip on the channel so all can enjoy. God bless Blake B, a.k.a. Left Behind Times. And I like he's got, it looks like a Tony Gwynn there, holding some baseball bats. Well, I think I missed a bunch of... Seal be okay. Yep, good things in this box. Phil's fan. Phil's fan? Not particularly. Well, I don't know who's Phil. There's Phil's Pools. I've watched him. I'm kind of a fan of him, if that's who you're talking about. Donald 2024. Yep, I'm voting for him. FJ, did you say something wrong? That was weird. The Google moderator deleted FJ's comment, whatever it was. So there we go. That's what to look for in a Karefield. We'll set that down there. There's a little note here. Disclaimer. There's a disclaimer, guys. Utilize your Karefields the best way you seem fit, i.e. sell them, trade them, PC them, etc. Thank you again for giving me the chance to create your product. Blake B, John 14:6. All right. Well, you guys know me. Whenever scripture comes up, I got to read it. However, I'm going to try that one on my own. John 14:6 says, Jesus is speaking, and he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So John 14:6 is the one key verse in the Bible that disputes all other religions that don't include Jesus. Jesus is the only way to heaven. Jesus is the only way to God the Father. So you can't say I believe in God and expect to go to heaven, because that ain't going to cut it. You got to have a relationship with Jesus Christ because of that verse right there. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man can go to the Father in heaven except through Jesus. So awesome. Thanks for that reminder there, Blake. Okay. And I missed a bunch, I'm sorry. Excellent memory. That's one of those key verses that I think is important. Who's on first? That's a great routine. I watched Donald. Well, that's weird how they blocked that there, FJ. Whoop. Okay. What do we got? Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of goodness in here. Let's see, there's a book. The Shadow... Oh, speaking of Jesus, we got The Shadow of the Cross, Studies in Self-Denial. Studies in Self-Denial. The Message of the Cross is the heart of the Christian gospel. The Records of the Life of Jesus devote more attention to it than any other part of his ministry. This is an interesting little book. That's a nice little short read, too. I'll enjoy reading that one. Thank you, Blake. Appreciate that. I did not expect a book in there. That's cool. We're cool, Kevin. Does it sound like I'm wearing my mask? It probably does, because I'm congested right now. And my sinuses just have not finished draining. Some more packing paper. And, oh, wow. I don't want to say, oh, my word, because that's Donald's quote. But I'll say it. Oh, my word. Hey, check this out. I finally got one. I got a Left Behind Times card. Check this out. And it's got John 14:6 on it again. I don't have to re-quote that, but apparently that's his favorite verse. And that's an awesome verse to choose. So it's an Atlanta Braves team card from the 2019 Topps Series. And this is the Left Behind Times card. Got his autograph. Blake Bailey on it. And it's a 1/1 LBT. That is cool. Oh, and I just noticed. Look at that, guys. That is Tony Gwynn over the... Oh, my goodness. He very, very much customized this card for my liking. Tony Gwynn cut out and attached to the back of this card. That is sweet. One of one. Is that you on the Topps card? I'm not sure which card you're referring to. Thanks there, Cardinals fan. I'm feeling a lot better. Sounds like I'm on the mend. I am definitely on the mend. Is that you on the Topps card? Nope. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, but that is pretty cool. That is awesome work there. Wow. All right, that is cool. That's going to go on my special YouTuber PC. I got a collection of cards that I get from all my YouTube family. And what's in here? Okay. All right, there's a bunch of... I'm going to go with the little boxes first. Oh, yep. Just like before, guys. This is going to be Series 2. Oh, wait, no. This is an update series box. Check this out. Karefield update. And it's got Tony on the front with the... I love the blue tape. Love the blue tape. So that's an update series. Karefield. Another update series. This is on the 80 count box. Another update series. Yep, that is neat. Duran, not you, LOL. Yeah, that is Kevin before he lost his tan. Yes, I'm quite pale, if that's the term. All right, here's another update. So it looks like we got 4 updates. Oh, wait, what is... that says update. What is that? Hashtag the Hall. I missed that. Hashtag the Hall. Hashtag the Hall. Thank you, FJ. Appreciate it. Yep. Go get your rest. The Karefield King. I'm trying to understand the Hall. The Hall of Fame? Is this a box devoted to the Hall of Fame, maybe? I'm going to guess. And let's see what else is in here. There's another box of update. It says it right there. And another update. So that's 6 updates so far. And oh, this is cool. We got a Prime Pack. We got a Fairfield Prime Pack. Oh, there's an article in there that I'm going to enjoy reading. Arizona manager Bob Brenly turned the 37-year-old Bobby Witt during last... Interesting. Okay, that's going to be a good little article there. With Bob Brenly. And you know what? He's covering up what's hiding in there. I have no idea what's in there. Cool. All right, let me get some of this packing paper out of the way. There's a blaster box of, what is this? Select. It's got blue tape, and I'm looking to see if he may have labeled it with something special. Nope, so this is going to be a surprise. I'm not sure what this one's all about. So it's a blaster box. Oh, I missed a Karefield. Another update. Another 80 count box. Okay, Chuck. Thanks for being here, buddy. We'll talk later. We'll keep in touch. All right. And there is a... What in the world is this? Donald says, "Oh my word," and I say, "What in the world?" Okay, you know what? I'm going to scoot these boxes out of the way. To make room for what's to come. And guys, you're going to see these boxes again. What I'll do is, just like I did before, every week I'll do my Fairfield, Karefield videos, and I'll open up a standard Fairfield as well as a Karefield box. So, looks like I got 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes here, so that's 8 weeks. So we got 2 months of, plus this, so a little over 2 months of content ahead. So that is awesome. But there's a box here, which kind of has me perplexed. It says Kyle Busch Motorsports. What does the note say? Enjoy. P.S. Sorry about the condition of the box. Product inside is in great condition. Okay. It almost looks like a box that one of the die-cast car models may come in. But I'm not sure what's in there. We'll see about that after a bit. Okay, I'm excited. And, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, check this out. I may read this article on my stream at some point. Here's an article from the Memphis newspaper. Oh, check that out. August 7th, 99. That's a pretty cool date, actually. August 7th, 99. The sports section from, I guess, the Memphis newspaper, an article on Tony Gwynn. I'm not sure the premise of the article. Padres go 4 for 5. How do you come up with this stuff, Blake? This is amazing. Okay, so, okay, here we go. The hit list on Friday would have been August the 6th. Tony Gwynn became the 22nd member of the 3,000 Hit Club. Gotcha. There he is. And he actually looks like he probably got 4 hits that game because he's at 3,003. Wow. I'll have to read that article on the stream sometime in the future. Oh, that reminds me, guys. I want to tell you guys something real quick. Google this if you want. I researched it, and it is true. You guys know I PC Tony Gwynn. He's my favorite player of yesteryear. And he has a very cool stat. Check this out. He has more games where he hit 4 hits or more. I believe it's 45 games. Check me if I'm wrong. Tony Gwynn has 45 games in which he hit 4 hits or more. Okay? But he only had 36 games, I think, where he had 2 or more strikeouts. If you can believe that, in his whole career, he's got more games with 4 hits, more games than with those than games with 2 strikeouts in them. I may be saying that kind of funny, and I apologize if I said it confusing, but basically, he was a really, really, really good hitter. That's the point. But that's a true stat. You guys can look it up. So I just wanted to share that with you. Let's see, what is this? Well, you guys know I'm a NASCAR fan. Is this really... Oh, my goodness. Guys, check this out. 1973 Firecracker 400 souvenir program. The 73 Daytona program. If you guys know anything about NASCAR history, the 73 Daytona 500 was the first 500 filmed or aired live on national television. And there's the very famous fight in which Bobby Allison and Cale Yarborough got into it on the back straightaway. In fact, Donnie Allison, Bobby's brother, got involved in it as well. But it made national news because it was live broadcast, and they got into a fight. And they were punching and kicking. It was a 73 Daytona race. Now, this is the Firecracker 400, not the Daytona 500. But the point is, it's the same year, and it's from the same track. Hey, Chat Town, sorry I didn't say hi earlier. I got caught up in all this joyous NASCAR fun. Look at that guy getting a Pepsi in a pit stop. No wonder he's having engine problems. He's drinking Pepsi. See, I'm a Coke guy, so if he were drinking Coke, they wouldn't have to be looking under the hood. I am going to thoroughly enjoy going through this. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow. You just never know what you're going to see on this channel. Oh my goodness. NASCAR memorabilia. And what's more, there's more stuff in here, guys. There is a baseball magazine, spring of 1980, with, looks like Willie Stargell on the front there. Yeah, Willie Stargell with the Pirates. I love how he put him in these protectors, too, to keep him safe. But look at that in-depth article on Goose Gossage. That'll be fun to watch. Famous former Padre. Look at that. Meet Keith Hernandez, tomorrow's superstar. We always think of him as yesterday's superstar, but here he's tomorrow's superstar. Wow. Hey, here's a good question after this year. What happened to the Dodgers? I'll tell you, they won the World Series. That's what the Dodgers did. That is cool. All right. I got some good reading material here. No problem, Donald. Understood completely. I am live, Daytona, everybody. Yeah, 2020 World Series winners. That's a great answer to the question. What happened to the Dodgers? My gosh, there's a bunch of stuff in here, guys. More to read. Where does he come up with this stuff? Oh, my goodness. Check this one out. April 7th, 1975. There's an address on here I'm going to be careful not to divulge. Look at how young Steve Garvey is there. Steve Garvey, proud to be a hero. This is back in his Dodger days, prior to him being a Padre, which is how I know him as. Growing up watching him in person play for the Padres. Look at that. That is going to be a fun article to read. Sports Illustrated. Special baseball issue. Wow. All right. What else is in here? Dell Sports. What's the year on this? Boog Powell, Dell Sports. It just says July, but no year that I see. Boog Powell, hottest threat to Maris's record. That is a cool old magazine. Well, that's interesting. But I'm looking to see a date. I hate to take it out of the sleeve, but I'm going to, real quick, just see if I can get a year off of this. Looks like it might be 1967, appears to be. So we're going to go July 1967 magazine. Oh, the spine. Thank you. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate it. I didn't think about that. You're right. July 67. I didn't take it all the way out of the sleeve. I just took it out enough to look into the top. But, yep, thanks for pointing that out, Donald. July 67. Good call. Man, my wife's not going to know where I'm going to be for hours on end. I'm going to be in my office reading. 1997. Braves fan, magazine and scorecard, the inaugural season at Turner Field. This appears to be a special program for Atlanta Braves fans. Oh, a lot of good old stuff in here. 1997. Wow. Volume 32. So they must have had a series of these. And maybe last but not least, I think I hit the bottom of the box. This is amazing. 1996. Where does he come up with this stuff? Super Bowl 30, 1996, the official game program. And that is a thick program. Wow. 96. Embarrassed to say I don't know who was in that game. Looks like it might have been played in Arizona. I'm going to guess Arizona based on the saguaro cactuses there. You'd think somewhere in here it'd show who's actually playing in the game. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Oh, well, yeah, sure enough, check that out, though. It is being played at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona, which, by the way, is kind of ironic because I was a U of A Wildcat, and the ASU Sun Devils were our enemies, our rival school, so I'm not a huge fan of Tempe Stadium, Sun Devil Stadium, but nonetheless, that is home for me, Arizona. You miss Luke Weaver and Carson Kelly? Yeah, I bet you do, but guess what? You got Goldschmidt. And I miss Goldschmidt. So guys, here's really what I plan on doing here. Kind of like what Donald did with his box that he got from Left Behind. He spaced it out where he would open up a few packs every day. And I want to do the same. I don't want to open all this stuff in one fell swoop and then not have anything to look forward to tomorrow. Me and Donald are very similar in that same way. So I'm going to set all this aside. And starting next week, though, we're going to methodically and periodically go through this stuff. And real quick, I just noticed there's a note inside this book. Let me see. It says, Kevin, thanks again for your... This is the Shadow of the Cross book. Kevin, thanks again for your support and camaraderie. Your channel is a breath of fresh air to us all in the community. God bless. Blake B. Left Behind, John 14:6. I'm going to say John 14:6 is Left Behind's verse. And you guys might be wondering, well, Kevin, do you have a famous verse? Not famous, favorite verse? And I do. And I'll admit, I may not even be able to quote it quite as well as John 14:6. But my favorite Bible verse, in case y'all are wondering, is Jeremiah. So you got to think Old Testament here. Jeremiah 33, verse 3. Jeremiah 33, 3. And I'll paraphrase slightly here, but it says, call upon the name of the Lord, and he will answer you, and show you great and mighty things that you do not know. So in other words, cry out to God. Call upon his name. Call out to him. Whether you physically hear an answer, audibly hear an answer or not, he hears you and he does respond. You just got to keep your eyes and ears open. And he may not answer you at the time you want, but eventually your answer will come. And sometimes your answer is no, folks, and that's okay. It took me a long time to learn that lesson about God. Is he answers every one of our prayers, but sometimes the answer is no. Why? Because he's a fair God. He's a good God. It's like your parents growing up. Your parents were good to you, especially when they told you no. That's a sign of a good parent. Parents that say yes to everything, I don't think are good parents. So, though we've only been going for an hour, and we've still got 9 watching. I'm going to crack open that other Fairfield box, guys, just for fun, because I actually had it out earlier. I had the 80 count box, and I'm not in any great rush to quit. So since it is available, I'll work on getting some stuff for next week. Plus, I've got the new Karefields to go with it. Let me take a quick swig of water here. I do actually want to mention something. I was thinking about this morning, actually, and I said, I'm going to bring this up in my chat. So, I got to wondering, why do we like baseball cards? What is it about the baseball cards? And I got to thinking, for me personally, I grew up playing baseball, and I wager to bet that most of you, at some point in your childhood as a boy, played baseball. Now, how many of us in this community can say that we are or have ever been professional baseball players? And I would say, other than Phil from Phil's Pools, the answer is 0, honestly. So, what do you do as a grown man, or even a boy, because baseball cards are a childhood hobby as well, but what are you to do for somebody who is unable to play baseball? Well, and I relate this back to God, because I was bringing this up a second ago, when you call out to God. God has a way of providing for our needs, but he also has a way of providing for our desires. The Bible tells us that God knows the desires of our heart. God knows how he made us. You know why? Because he made us. He knows what makes us tick. He knows what we're passionate about, what we enjoy, what we find amusing and fun and entertaining. And for a lot of American boys, baseball is a passion. So, again, God didn't give all of us the ability to play baseball, especially at the professional level. So what are we to do as baseball fans that fill that void, that desire for baseball? Well, I can't go throw a baseball or hit a baseball like I used to, but I do have baseball cards, which gets me into baseball. Let me see what, I don't want to miss anything here. Yeah, and I'm going to set this box aside for a minute. I'm going to hold off for a few moments because I do want to talk about something here. Baseball cards provide a means of enjoyment to a sport that a lot of us can't play, like I was just referring to. And I grew up playing baseball. I played all the way through high school, and I was a second baseman and a shortstop. I was basically an infielder. I pitched a little bit in Little League, but I didn't have any special pitches, so I quickly gave that up. But so now that I'm older, I watch baseball on TV, but what are you going to do after the games are over? What are you going to do on the days there's no games? We've got baseball cards, and especially now that we've got autograph cards and relic cards, that gets us a little bit closer to the game. Somebody asked me not too long ago, Kevin, why are you a Diamondbacks fan? Basically, the insinuation was they stink. Why do you root for them? Well, because I love baseball, and Arizona Diamondbacks are my home field team. I mean, I'm from Arizona, so naturally I root for my home team. Do they struggle? Absolutely they do. But wouldn't it be sad if you only rooted for the winning team? If that's true, then next year there should only be teams that are rooting for the Rays or the Dodgers. Why root for anybody else? Because all the other teams are losers, right? But is that really why we watch baseball? Do I watch baseball to see who wins? Or do I watch baseball because I enjoy watching the pitching? I enjoy watching the hitting, the fielding, the running the bases, the slides into home. Regardless if my team wins or not, I enjoy watching the Diamondbacks. I like the players. I like their personalities. I've gotten to know the players based on watching them day in and day out, by looking at their baseball cards, reading about them on the back of the cards, getting to know them. So therefore, I want to watch them. I want to root for them. But when they lose, does that mean I should not like their personalities? I should not enjoy watching them play? No. In fact, a lot of people enjoy rooting for the underdog. So if you're a Diamondbacks fan, believe me, you're You're rooting for the underdogs quite a bit. But we shouldn't pick and choose our teams based on their winning status. You pick and choose your teams just for whatever reason you want to pick. Donald loves his Mariners, and I don't begrudge him at that. It makes sense. I love my Diamondbacks. It makes sense. So that just kind of answers the question, Kevin, why are you a Diamondbacks fan? They're not a very good team. Because I enjoy watching them play. Okay, I need to take a time out because I'm missing so many chats here. Exactly, you're supporting your home team. It's just fun to root for your home team. It's fun. If they lose, Donald's not going to quit being a Mariners fan. If the Diamondbacks lose, I'm not going to quit being a Diamondbacks fan. Because I have had people ask me, why do you root for them? Because I love them. I really do. So, but getting back to the point, though, the baseball cards fill that void for us that can't play anymore. I know video games, a lot of people, I don't do video games, so I can see, though, if you were into video games, how playing Major League Baseball games on that would kind of fill that void. But again, God knows the desires of our heart, and He provides a means for us to fill that void. But maybe not necessarily with the way that we think. Again, when I used to play baseball, I'd think, okay, God's giving me the desire of my heart. But suddenly, I found myself not playing anymore. It's like, well, what's up with that, God? Well, He still gives me baseball. He gives me cards. He gives me this community, which is you guys, to help fulfill that void. Another passion of mine, a lot of you guys know, is I love airplanes. I grew up flying, models and toy airplanes. Well, a lot of you guys don't know this, I actually have my private pilot's license. And I got it when I was in high school. And because my goal in life was to get through high school, go to college, and join the Air Force and be a fighter pilot. Well, God has a sense of humor, doesn't He? I got my pilot's license. Actually, I soloed on my 16th birthday. This is kind of a funny story. I've been flying airplanes longer than I've been driving cars. I soloed an airplane. I flew a Cessna 150 on my 16th birthday back in the early 90s, and it was on a Sunday. Well, the DMV didn't open until Monday morning for me to go in and get my driver's license. So I soloed an airplane before I ever soloed in a car, if that makes sense. But here's the point I'm getting at. God knows I love airplanes, but God also gave me bad vision. I have to wear contacts or glasses. So when I found out I couldn't fly for the Air Force, I was devastated. But you know what? If you guys watch my channel, you know I fly radio-controlled airplanes. God has a way of filling that void. That desire of my heart for aviation was filled with model airplanes, radio-controlled airplanes. So I could be mad at God and say, God, you gave me this desire for aviation, yet you give me bad vision, I can't fly. Or I can say, God, you gave me a desire of my heart, and you helped fill it. Not with the way I thought, but the way that you saw fit. That's pretty cool. My son, this will be the last story, and then I'm going to get into this box. My son is passionate about football. He loves anything and everything football. We, as parents, we got him into football growing up, and he played high school. Well, guess what happened in high school, which happens to a lot of kids in high school? He got injured. So basically his playing days were over, and he was devastated, and I don't blame him for that devastation. And he'd ask me, Dad, why did God give me such a passion for a sport that I can't play anymore? Like, well, I don't know. Why did God not let me fly for the Air Force? Maybe because I was going to end up in combat and get shot down and die. We don't know what we don't know. I don't know why God took him out of football playing. But what that did, though, was gave him an opportunity to get back into football by means of coaching. And he landed a job coaching high school football. And he was able to mentor high school kids at a crucial time in their life. And he was relatively young when he landed that job. So he understood how high school teenagers think, their mentality. So he could relate to them and speak to them at their level with an understanding heart. So he was able to fulfill not only his football void, because he was involved in coaching and being on the sidelines, but he was also able to mentor and help teach kids that were struggling in life, not just football related, but life in general. So, and he's still pursuing that passion. He wants to be involved in football as a coach, moving on forward in life. So, we don't know why things happen to us when we think it's a devastating thing, when it's a bad thing. We think God's punishing us or taking away a desire of our heart. But what he's actually doing is he's probably saving you from something more devastating down the road. And he will offer you an opportunity to fill that void by other means. And for that, we should be grateful. We really should be. Instead of kicking and screaming and complaining, oh God, why? We are to say, God, thank you. Thank you. And that's why 1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, in everything give thanks to the Lord. Not just when we're happy, but even during the bad times. We are to be thankful because God's there and he will fill that need. Like I said earlier, Jeremiah 33:3, my favorite verse, says, call upon the Lord and he will answer you and show you great and mighty things that you do not know. So if you're struggling with anything, call out to God and he'll fill that void. Maybe not the way you think he will, but he will fill it in a way that'll blow you away. Because it says he'll answer you and show you things that you do not know. So that's exciting. That's encouraging. So with that, I'm going to step down from the pulpit and get back into this 80-count box of Fairfields to celebrate another Fairfield Friday. So, okay, that's so funny to say, Dunderhead. SSP, thanks for jumping in and good to see you again. I'm glad you joined us. And Donald, I agree. We'll have a rematch. We need to do that. So getting into the box here. Jumbo box, probably dated July of 20. It is 7 of 20. Hey, Cards in My Car with Arpasada. Thank you for jumping in. Saying amen to that. Okay. I have a Russell Wilson rookie card. First Bowman when he played baseball with the Colorado Rockies. Instead became a football quarterback and an awesome one at that. One never knows which direction he might lead you in. Amen and amen, Donald. That is so, so true. So, Donald, remember this morning when you opened up your 80-count box, your pack was at the back. This one is in the middle. So they are typically in the middle. And Donald, it's interesting, that front card there, you might like that one. Yeah. J Bones. Jay Buhner. All right, so we'll open that front half later. Again, I don't see any relic thick cards, but we'll see what we get. All right. 1990 Donruss is going to be our insert pack. We'll open that at the halfway point. Same date as your Fairfield, was it? Yeah, that's right, July of 20. Okay, getting into it here. I can't get enough Fairfields today. We got Dave Schmidt with the Orioles. Let me turn this down now that we're going to show some cards. Dan Peltier for the Rangers. Milt Coiler for the Tigers. Scott Lewis for the Angels. Omar Olivares for the Cardinals. Andres Santana for the Giants. Mark Langston for the Angels. Tim Belcher for the Dodgers. Brady Anderson for the Orioles. And Rob Deere for the Tigers. J Bones from the Seattle Mariners. I had to stop myself, Donald, because technically we haven't got to that card yet. So I will give him his due announcement here shortly. Greg Matthews for the Cardinals. Bill Cullickson for the Yankees. We got Willie Randolph for the Dodgers. Benny DiStefano. Not the Benny I was hoping for. The Benny Santiago would be better, but Benny for the Pirates. Claudell Washington for the Angels. Jim Clancy for the Astros. Bill Pacoda for the Royals. Jim Pachorek for the Brewers. There we go. We didn't get a duplicate in our last box, but we got one here. Storm Davis for the Padres. Padres. Donald, did you get a duplicate this morning? I don't think you did. Remind me if you did, but I don't believe I saw a duplicate. We got Nick Punto for the Dodgers. Grady Sizemore for the Red Sox. We got Jason Donald. There you go, Donald. Did you know your name is a last name? Jason Donald for the Indians. We got L.J. Hose for the Orioles, a rookie card. Oh, nice, Jose Valverde. I actually pulled this card out of a Fairfield a few weeks back. He used to pitch for the Diamondbacks. They called him the Papa Grande. You might remember me telling this story, but Papa Grande, they thought were they calling him the Big Daddy, but in Spanish, Papa doesn't mean father, that's Papa, with the accent on the second A. But if you just say Papa, you're actually saying potato. So they're calling him a Papa Grande, they're calling him a big potato. I am a double finder for sure, Donald. I don't know why you didn't get your duplicate, but I'll tell you, Donald, I've gotten several boxes where I've got 2 or even 3 pairs of duplicates. So those have made up for the boxes that don't. So I'd still say the average is 1 per box, 1 duplicate per box. Brian Pena. So the fact that you didn't get one is okay because I've gotten several boxes with more than 1. So it kind of makes up for it. Carlos Ruiz for the Phillies. Adam Ottavino for the Rockies. Matt Albers for the Indians. Cody Satterwhite for the Tigers. First Bowman Chrome. Not Chrome, just first Bowman card. There's another first Bowman, Kyle Jensen for the Marlins. A bunch of newer cards here, it looks like. Which makes sense because it's a newer box. Yunel Escobar for the Tampa Bay Rays. Miguel Rojas for the Marlins. Carlos Gomez for the Rangers. Rookie card of Trevor Plouffe? Huh. Never heard of him. There's the Topps Chrome. Eric Ibar, Angels. And there's that Chrome. Look at the warp in that Chrome. It's worse than a boomerang. If I threw this, it'd come right back and smack me in the back of the head. We got Adam Dunn for the White Sox. We got Carlos Ruiz for the Philadelphia Phillies. Jared Hughes for the Reds. And a Francisco Cervelli for the Pirates. I tell you, those warped cards really play havoc on piles. Because then they make things kind of like springy. And they don't sit too well. All right. $90 Donruss. Puzzle piece for Carl Yastrzemski. And these are all the catch-up cards. We got Andy Bennis for the Padres. Dave Martinez for the Expos. Todd Burns for the A's. Willie Wilson for the Royals. Lenny Harris for the Dodgers. Chuck Carey for the Yankees. Dennis Lamp for the Red Sox. Jeff Robinson for the Tigers. Gus Polidor for the Brewers. Mark Williamson. I know Robert said that. These 80 counts go a lot quicker. Have you noticed that? Those 80 counts do seem to go quicker for obvious reasons. Mark Williamson for the Orioles. Kelly Gruber for the Blue Jays, which is interesting because if you think about it, it's only 20 cards less, right? 20 cards less. And I split these boxes into 2 stacks, right? So 50 and 50. But in this case, it's 40 and 40. So technically, we're only 10 cards less. But it does make a difference. It absolutely makes a difference. It seems to go a lot quicker. And check it out. Gary Carter, number 147. He's on the checklist, so we know where that card's going. Vince Coleman for the Cardinals. Mitch Williams for the Cubs. Kirby Puckett, finally. And Andres Thomas for the Braves. But we finally got a Hall of Famer, Kirby Puckett. Donald, you should have said that earlier. We would have got that sooner. But as soon as you said no Hall of Famer, it's when we pulled the Puckett. Okay, Donald, the moment you've been waiting for. Trying to get my stats here. And now batting. Outfielder for the Seattle Mariners, Jay Bones Buhner. How was that? I haven't done that in a while. Bill Doran for the Astros. There's our Eric Plunk. Got a Plunk and Noakes. It's not the show is not complete until you pull an Eric Plunk or a Matt Noakes. There we go. Shane Raleigh for the Phillies. Daryl Boston. I love that. Boston for Chicago. Boston for the White Sox. Dan Billardello for the Padres. Rick Langford for the A's. That's an 82 tops. Lloyd McClendon for the Cubs. A bunch of these 89 flares. Juan Agosto for the Astros. And now up to bat pitching. Actually, they wouldn't say up to bat pitching. Now pitching for the Seattle Mariners, Bill Swift. That's a good name for a pitcher, Swift. Oh, another Mariners. Check that out. Chris Bosio, Flair 94. Donald, we're on a Mariners kick here. Gary Sheffield, there we go, for the Marlins. That's Justice's dad. And now we know he's the uncle of Dwight Gooden. Learned something new. And Darrell Hamilton for the Brewers. And Joel Johnston for the Pirates. Kevin Gross for the Expos. A bunch more 89s here. Carl Nichols for the Orioles. Tom Nideford for the Orioles. Eddie Tabensi for the Astros. There's Steve Lyons for the White Sox. Chris Spear for the Giants. And, oh, nice. Shout out to Chuck. Chuck's man, Dave Dravecki. There he is with the Giants. He used to be a Padre. Very nice. All right, we got a Jose Guzman for the Rangers. Sam Horn for the Orioles. Johnny Ray for the Pirates. That's an old, what year is that? 83. O-Pee-Chee. Brett Butler for the Giants. Reggie Jefferson for the Indians. Bobby Higginson for the Tigers. Oh, there we go. Not back-to-back card, but back-to-back player. We got Higginson times 2. This one here is Donruss, and this one's Pinnacle. Are you kidding me? Bobby Higginson. Another Higginson. A fourth one. Bobby Higginson, another one. And another one. Bob Higginson. 5 Higginsons. Guys, this is the Higginson special. Higginson. I got to count. How many Higginsons did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Higginsons. Wow. He deserves a stand. Good old Bobby Higginson. He's my new favorite player. I'll be honest with you guys. I've never heard of him before. But I definitely have heard of him now. There's a Rookie card for William Brennan for the Dodgers. Todd Burns for the Athletics. Mike Gropuso for the Astros. Boom! I gotta ring the bell, guys. We were just talking about this. Benito Santiago for the San Diego Padres. All-Star card. 90 Donruss. Nice. Actually, I'm going to set that there because I'm going to throw him into my PC binder. There's Cal Daniels for the Reds. Ramon Martinez for the Dodgers. Mike Greenwell for the Red Sox. That's a good point, John. You're right. I agree with that assessment. There's Dick Schofield for the Angels. Oh, there's one of those protective, we call it coding cards. Guzman for the Orioles. And our last card is going to be a Dodger, John Shelby. Juan Guzman, by the way. So John Shelby of the Dodgers. So not, just like earlier, not a stellar box, but for $5, that was $5 of a lot of fun. And we did pull a Hall of Famer. We got Benito Santiago here. We got a bunch of Bobby Higginson cards, which is unique. And shout out to Chuck. He got a bunch of White Sox cards, and Donald got a bunch of Mariner cards. So, all in all, guys, that was fun. Steve even got some Gary Carter checklists today. A couple of them, as a matter of fact. So that's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and box these back up. And the reason I box these up is I eventually end up taking these back downstairs and filing them in a 5,000 count box. And just less chance of me dropping the pile of cards if they're already boxed up. So it's just a transportation thing. So set those over there. Set these back here. And I'm just going to do another quick shout out here to Blake. This was a very special video in his honor. And there's a lot of stuff I did not open deliberately because I want to open them on future videos. Again, this channel has taught me how to have patience. So, but Blake, if you guys don't know Blake, you need to check out his channel. Left Behind Times is the name of his channel. So make sure you search for Left Behind Times. And he does videos where he goes into abandoned buildings and homes and places out in the woods. And he very cleverly does them at night, which is probably for the dramatic effect, which works quite well. But it's what people have left behind. And it's very interesting. He doesn't steal. He doesn't take from people. He just observes what has been left behind by people. So, Donald's ringing that bell in your head for me. So, his channel is not baseball related, which is interesting. But his side hobby is baseball card collecting. But he has a way of collecting and turning it around and giving back to the community. Donald can speak to this as well because Donald's received a Left Behind box. This is my second package I've gotten from Left Behind, and they are just mind-blowing what he does. He doesn't just throw cards together that you like. He puts them together in such a way that sometimes there's a pattern or a sequence of patterns that he does, but they're subliminal, and they're kind of fun to try to pull them out. Like he'll put together a Chris Gwynn card because he's Tony Gwynn's brother, and the next card will be a Billy Ripken card. And the association is there, of course, they are brothers to Hall of Famers. You know, it's just neat how he organizes things in a cool way. He doesn't just haphazardly throw them together. So for that, I say, Blake, thank you for the time and effort you put into those because I know you don't just throw them together. It takes a lot of time and energy and effort and creativity as well to do what you do. And I know Donald appreciates it. I more than appreciate it. And he's given me permission in one of these. Yeah, utilize your Karefields the best way you see fit. If I want to sell them, he's got no problem. If I want to trade them, he's got no problem. If I want to keep them, of course, he's got no problem. So he just does it because he enjoys it. The love of giving back to the community. So, thank you, Donald, for doing that. I really appreciate it. Yep. guys, there's the link to Left Behind's channel. Please go in there, check it out, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys will know when he goes back live, or not live, but uploads a video. So, hey, Faith, Family, and Sports, thanks for jumping in here. I'm getting ready to sign off here in a few moments, but I'm just kind of going over again what I got from Left Behind. So I got these nice notes. I got this awesome book, The Shadow of the Cross. I look forward to reading this. Set that one there. And this box is driving me nuts, but I'm not going to open it yet. You guys have to just trust me when I say I'm not opening this box. I don't know if it's a die-cast car or if it's baseball related, or I just don't know what it is. But I am excited. I am truly excited. So that'll be in a future video. I'm not going to bring them all up. He packaged up 8 in a blaster. So technically 9 boxes of Fairfields repackaged. He calls them his update series. And I mean, just look at the effort. That looks real, doesn't it? But that's a sticker he made. And they're all going to be PC cards. They're going to be cards that I appreciate, or he knows that other people would appreciate that I could trade or sell to as well. He sent me a bunch of magazines, programs, souvenir programs, just a plethora of baseball and racing goodness. And just, I'm going to check the box, make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't want to risk throwing anything out. Nope. Okay. All good. So, and guys, I didn't show these on camera. I've got probably next week. I've got a couple packages I got from Ethan and a package I got from Warcraft, the Relic Hunter, from a sale he had last week. So I've got more packages I got to get through. Look forward to those in upcoming videos. So, let's see. What's everybody saying? Hello. Oh, long day today. Well, hey, at least it's Friday, Faith. If you're a Monday through Friday guy, today's Friday. So, TGIF. So, but guys, I'm not going to bore you with hemming and hawing anymore. I appreciate you guys letting me rant a little bit. I love those little rants I do in the middle of the stream. Faith, if you have a chance, go back and watch. I really got spurred on because Left Behind, he's a brother in Christ, and I know you'd appreciate this, but everything he does is signed John 14:6, including his little personal PC card he made up using an Atlanta Braves team card, and he's got John 14:6 on it. He's signed it Blake Bailey on the front. And one of one, he put Tony Gwynn on it, which is cool having a Tony Gwynn on a Atlanta Braves card, but still, it's just the effort he puts into these things is just second to none. But anyway, he got me all riled up, and I started quoting scripture, and I went off on a little rant, and I enjoy doing that. I hope you guys enjoy it as well, listening to my little. We'll call them sermonettes. How's that? It's not a full sermon or anything, but you are this week. Oh, Monday through Friday. Well, good. Then you'll have the weekend. That's awesome. So, well, guys, I'm going to step aside, call it a night. I'm going to go downstairs, eat a late lunch or early dinner, however you want to look at it. It was good to get back live again. It's actually good to be sitting upright. I've been down and out for about 2 weeks now. I was only able to sit up for about 10 or 15 minutes at the most before I'd get dizzy, but I was able to get through this whole stream. Looks like about an hour and 45 minutes worth without losing my marbles. So, but I'm going to go through all the stuff that Left Behind sent me, figure out what's appropriate for my channel and what's not appropriate. And by that, I don't mean vulgarity or anything. I just mean what may be personal or what may be appropriate to share with everybody else. So, with that, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks again for watching. Remember, if you're not a member of my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, leave a like. I think we got 15 thumbs up, which is great. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys who do that. That helps my analytics with YouTube for sure. So, remember, guys, now I'm actually not going to sign off just yet. I want to ask you guys a favor. My church was one of few churches that didn't really close for the epidemic. We closed for a couple of weeks early on, but we ended the boycott and we started going back to church. Well, this last week, myself and everybody else, and I mean that literally, 100% of our church congregation is sick right now. So our pastors had to close services for a few weeks. So we're taking some time off from church. We may be doing some live streaming from home for sermons and whatnot, but just if you could, keep my church family in your prayers. We're all sick. And even here in my house, my wife is sick, my son is sick. We're all battling this. So just keep us in your prayers so we can get through it. I am on the back half. I'm taking the checker flag of this race, but it was a tough race. But just keep us in your prayers so we can get back to normal life here as soon as possible. But if you do have a church that's open, I encourage you guys to go support your church, support your pastors, support your church family. It's very important. We are to encourage and exhort one another, and we must do that in person. So I'll let you guys go. Have a great... it ties in with the article he sent. Okay, I look forward to reading it, Donald. Thanks. So with that, guys, I'm going to sign off. Have a great rest of your day, and have a great weekend, and we will see you all next week. God bless. Bye-bye.